Don't, don't, Mr. Snagglepuss, Mr. Snagglepuss Show, WTF Late Night Talk Show with your host, your favorite comedian, Mr. Snagglepuss. How y'all doing? Yay! Yay! Look at the captions that's going on in Snagglepuss world. Tonight, we finna get back to the topic of Craig Mack. Craig Mack! Craig Mack! Can I get down? Yeah. Man, you know, I got a video on YouTube about Craig Mack.
Today, in Mr. Snagglepuss Bullshit News,
y'all ain't seen
we lost a very important historical pioneer in the rap game today, or yesterday. Craig Mack died of complications, heart complications. He died from
Craig Mack. The original Craig Mack. Can we get down? He died from heart complications on a compound of a coat. A coat. I don't know how this story got so twisted, man, at the end of his life, man. Where he was attracted by the illuminati to go down there and stay with them white folks in order for him to be, regained. He said that he was about to kill somebody. And the person he was about to kill was Puff Daddy. Because he felt like Puff Daddy truly owed him. He seen that Puff Daddy was damn near a billionaire in the multi-hundreds of millions, and he called Puffy. He was broke. He was like, man, listen, Puff. Man, why don't you give me $1 million, man, so I can put into my, my production, man, start over my comeback career. And Puff Daddy started laughing at him. Fuck your goddamn comeback career, nigga. Fuck you, man. Who am I to give you $1 million, nigga? I ain't heard from you in years, man. And he contemplated, man. So then he called the white guy, the old manager, and they told him to talk to this preacher, and that they'll restore his career if it looked like he, if it looked like he would join the program. But I think it was real deeper than that, man. Not just to say it like that, man. I don't want to just say that, Craig Mack joined the coat to, you know what I'm saying, to just be with the program, man, because it was deeper than that. Puff Daddy, whole fucking business, man, everything about Bad Boy Records started with Craig Mack. The money that they made off of Craig Mack's first album was the money that Puff Daddy gave Biggie. Puff Daddy paid Biggie $1,500 to do that first video. Y'all know that, right? That's a fact. And then all the fame and the royalties came after, because when the shit started to blow up, he didn't think that he was going to do better than Craig Mack. Like, Craig Mack was the star artist of fucking Bad Boy Records at the time. But the attraction wasn't there. But Biggie had the soft voice, and he had more charisma with his character and with his lyrics than Craig Mack. So they started let other rappers like, KRS-One and fucking Busta Rhymes stole Craig Mack style. It was a whole bunch of comedians, but fucking, rappers that was stealing Craig Mack style from New York. And they blew up, and they projected them over, you know what I'm saying, Craig Mack. Like, and and it's fucked up, because Puff Daddy got caught in a lie talking about, giving, Craig Mack finna come out with a second album and all that shit. That shit never came into existence. Craig Mack was looking at him like, man, y'all already putting all this energy into Biggie, y'all ain't studying me no more. And pretty much it was over with, man. They paid him his couple of dollars, what he thought he was worth. And Biggie moved on to bigger and greater things. And that ain't right, because the money that he started with, he's right. He should have went back and blessed Craig Mack with like shit, 5 million. Like, here, man, live your life, man. Man, you need to have just as much power as I did, man. Because without your money, the money I made off of you, I wouldn't have this. And, you know, Craig Mack felt that shit. So he hit up, Puffy. And Puffy, started laughing at him. That's the reason, that was the person he was trying to kill. He wanted to kill. But Craig Mack knew that he had to leave New York. So he left in 2011. And he said it. He said, if I'd have stayed, I'd have got killed like Biggie and I'd have got killed like the rest of them. Shit, but fucking Puffy was sacrificing niggas. So he didn't want to go around Puff Daddy. And I can blame him. I don't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying? But Puff Daddy truly owed him for, all the damn, it wasn't, Bad Boy would not be nothing without Craig Mack. They really left him behind in the wind. And, it is what it is, man. They get to talking about, man, oh, man, your last album didn't produce nothing. I don't feel like Biggie should have never came out with an album. I think if Puff Daddy would have did like Master P and used Biggie as a feature, and I'd have came out with Craig Mack's second album featuring Biggie Smalls. And then I'd have came out with Biggie Smalls' single. Then I'd have came out with Biggie Smalls featuring Craig Mack. I would have kept it coming, man. Like, and I would, it would have been the other artists. Master P was the greatest artist the greatest producer in all time, black rap all time. Gangster rap, black rap, however you want to call it, black music, rap music of all time. Because P used to take one album and take half the songs on that album and collaborate it with the next artist's album, and the next artist's album would have 4 or 5 songs of the previous artist's album. He would collide those albums and he would come out with a new album with a new artist every month. Every month, 12 months out of a year. For man, P reigned, and P got money. They didn't have to go platinum. All his went gold. The moment they went out the damn shelf, gold was good enough, and they moved on to the next album. And if they went platinum, that was later on down the line. But most of them, gold